All right, everyone, quick review of the Brondell LE99 bidet. We've had it for about a week and a half. It's pretty cool. We had the S101 non-electric cold water bidet before. We had that for years and we liked it, but the knob kept breaking. So they finally started making replacement knobs for that, and I put that in the kids' room, in the kids' bathroom, so they like that and they use that. Now this bidet hooks up the same way, but with the exception of that water T, the diameter of this center section is much larger than the one that was on the S101, allowing more water flow. Here's the remote, and I'll go into that in a minute. A lot of funny features, some good, some bad, a lot good, a few bad. The angle of this seat with the lid down is sloped front to back, high at the back, and it's lower in the front. I wouldn't sit on this lid because it does flex quite easily. I don't think I would sit on that. It is slow close, of course. And we have a round toilet. And by the way, that ring isn't like boo-boo, it's hard water ring, and I don't want to take the pumice stone to it because that will eventually just cause more damage to the bowl. So that's kind of a heads up on that. The toilet is clean, it's just that's a hard water ring. It was there when we bought the house, and I wish it was gone, but hey, that's what it is, hard water. We have a round toilet, and this is the round toilet model. And this front part, that's about 2 inches. That seat is about 2 inches. And there's like a steep angle there. It's kind of hard to see. But yeah, I'm hoping this isn't a breakable point at some point. I don't think it would be, but there's also manual controls on the side here if you don't want to use the remote for whatever reason, or it breaks, or you lose it, or you flush it, or whatever happens. Now when you put the seat up, this is what you get. It stays like that if you lift the seat up. And kind of awkward, that's what it is. And yeah, so, and there is a night light, you can turn it on and off. It's on right now. Now, for the second part of this review, at the risk of TMI, I actually have to get on this thing because there's sensors in the seat that know when somebody's sitting on it. None of the functions really work if nobody's sitting on it, except for, which one is this? Nozzle cleaning. That's the nozzle. Stainless steel, no joke. And I believe it's putting out hot water because this does have a hot water heater in the bidet itself, which acts instantly. You can switch the water temperature on the fly, and the air temperature for the dryer, everything on the fly. It's like cleaning itself, and it stays like that and I think if you want to like clean it extra, you can. It'll just stay like that. I don't know for how long. I didn't read the manual on the nozzle cleaning, but in order to stop it, or to stop any function, you hit the stop button. And it sounds like a dot matrix printer. It's weird, and that's flushing it. It's flushing the nozzle. All this stuff, it's not leaking, it's cleaning itself. And any dripping that comes from the nozzle area is intentional. It's not a leak, it's not anything bad. Because if it did leak, we'd hear it at night and it would probably drive us crazy. But it does not leak, there is no leaks. So, okay, on to part 2, bear with me. Okay, part 2. I am seated on the throne, and unfortunately this is the only way I can show you any of the functions of this. Okay, There's obviously rear, front cleaning for the women, dry, strong. Now, if you had an S101 bidet, a mechanical cold water bidet, this thing is not that strong at all. I would say it's probably at max 75% of what one of those is. Those go crazy strong, and the old mechanical bidets will hurt you. This will not in any way, shape, or form. You see nozzle position, water pressure when it's flowing water, and when it's in dry mode, that's also the dryer temperature. Now, water temp, warm. That's actually you can't see it on the phone. That's a red and a blue light together. That's medium. That's hot water. That's cold water. The beeping is actually coming from the seat itself. Seat temperature, low, medium, high. And it takes about 10 seconds and it starts getting hot. So I don't need that. We just run cold everything. Pulse, you use any of these settings and then you touch pulse and it will pulsate the water slowly. It'll go, yeah, you'll probably hear it. What else we got? Gentle. Gentle would probably be like rainfall, honestly. It would. I haven't even used it yet. Eco mode. There's simple eco mode that has to do with seat heating, constant seat heat being off. Then there's like hardcore eco mode, which is even more energy restrictive. And then there's off. We keep it off because we don't really use any of the accessory heats or anything. Okay, so here goes rear. Nozzle position. It's a very minute change. Water pressure. If you don't have it at max, you probably won't get clean. And there's water temp, and you can push all those. Pulse. And then stop. Strong. So strong water pressure. Nozzle position is almost irrelevant completely. Push it twice and it will sound like it's printing like a 3D printer or like a dot matrix printer. And then you can do pulse. And it kind of combines the two. And even at like max pressure, it's not overwhelming, let's put it that way, but it does the job. I just push stop. If you let it go, it goes for 2 minutes and then stops. Dry mode. Takes a minute, switches over the dryer temperature. I keep it there. This cycle will last for 2 minutes. And you can smell, it smells like electronics heating up. The heat changes almost instantly when you make a change. You can have like no heat or very low heat. It's fairly quiet. And I think there's a quiet mode, but I don't know how to engage that. And there's also 2 user presets at the top. See where it says user 1, user 2? Those are actually buttons. To store user 1, you put everything where you want it, including the dryer temp, nozzle settings, all that. And then you hold stop and arrow up. And that will program user 1. User 2 is stop and arrow down. So if you have a cycle that you want to set, you can just come into the bathroom and touch user 1 or user 2. and it will perform the things you want to have done, and you can not have to do anything. So it's neat. It's not as strong as a manual bidet. It also has a beep that'll tell you to get off the toilet. If you sit there for 10 seconds after the dryer's done, it'll beep. The beep is in the seat, like get out of here, like wake up, beep. So that's how this works, and there's no other way to show you unless I sit on the actual seat because of the sensor. And if I just put like a wet paper towel, I guess you can do that over on the seat, it will operate, but then I'd spray water everywhere, so I'm not doing that. So this is like the TMI version of the Brondell bidet that we just got, and it was $350 exactly after tax on Amazon. So it's kind of an investment, but hopefully Brondell, we've had good luck with them. Hopefully it will last for years. And my wife likes the drying feature as opposed to the other one didn't have any kind of drying. So and it's more hygienic for women, for UTIs and stuff like that. It's recommended. So that's what it is. There's the beep. Takes 4 AA's, comes with it, or AAA's. And that's just comes with a sticker. You peel the back and stick it on the wall. So that's what's up. So yeah, that's my review of the Brondell LE99, and there is a significant manual that comes with it, but a lot of it is in different languages, so it's the usual, but it is pretty comprehensive and it's worth reading. So it took me 10 minutes to hook it up because I've done bidets before and it's not a big deal. You got to have a plug, and we just happen to have that. So this would be better on an elongated toilet, I feel. But that's what we got, so we're doing the round. So that's what it is, Brondell LE99 bidet. Recommend.